Hey everyone, and welcome back to Love's Revolution, the podcast where we cut through the noise and talk about what really matters. I'm your host, Cornell, and today we're diving into a hard truth: how politics in South Africa continues to fail the very people it's supposed to serve. Let's start with a fact that's both shocking and sadly unsurprising. Over 30 years after apartheid, millions of South Africans still live without access to quality healthcare, decent education, proper housing, or even clean water. Now, that's not because we're short on resources. It's because the political system, the leaders we elect, the parties that govern, aren't delivering. South Africa is a democracy. People vote. But democracy isn't just about casting a ballot every 5 years. It's about having a government that's accountable, transparent, and responsive to the needs of its people. And here's where the cracks show. Take service delivery. Every year, we see violent protests in places like Khayelitsha, Soweto, or even Beaufort West. Not over ideology, not over political theory, just for basic services. People are literally marching for water, electricity, and sanitation in 2025. Yet somehow, billions go missing in government budgets, corruption scandals pile up from local municipalities all the way to national departments. And while people on the ground suffer, politicians dodge accountability like it's a sport. Here's the thing: South African politics isn't just broken because of one bad leader or one corrupt party. It's systemic. The political culture is one of patronage, where loyalty is rewarded over competence, cadre deployment, nepotism, endless factional battles. Politicians are more focused on securing positions for themselves and their allies than on solving real problems. And let's not ignore how some leaders weaponize race, history, and identity to distract from failures. Yes, our past matters. Yes, apartheid left deep scars. But using that history as a shield to justify present-day incompetence, that's not leadership. That's manipulation. What does all this mean for ordinary South Africans? It means a 10-year-old child in the Eastern Cape still walks 5 kilometers to a school with no toilets. It means a sick grandmother in Limpopo waits 8 hours at a clinic that's run out of medication. It means a young graduate in Johannesburg sits at home jobless while tenderpreneurs drive G-wagons. It means despair, hopelessness, and a slow erosion of trust in the very idea that democracy can work. So where do we go from here? First, we have to stop lowering the bar. Good governance is not a luxury, it's a right. We need to demand better candidates, independent institutions, and real accountability. Second, civic participation can't end at the voting booth. Civil society, media, youth movements, these voices need to be louder, braver, and more united. And third, let's stop being loyal to parties that aren't loyal to us. Political loyalty should be earned, not inherited. South Africa has no shortage of brilliant minds, brave activists, and everyday people who care. What we're missing is the political will and the leadership to channel that energy into real change. We don't need perfect politicians. We just need honest ones, competent ones who serve, not steal. That's it for today's episode. If this spoke to you, share it with someone. Let's start more honest conversations about the future we actually deserve. I'm Cornell, and this has been Love's Revolution. Until next time, stay informed, stay active, and don't settle for less.